Well, Jesse, I guess we gotta find some other way to spend our evenings. Oh, jackpot!
Another day and another Disney Christmas movie, apparently spicifying kids and just jam-pack loaded. One of the stars apparently has two dads. The kids are, being, well, it's all just gross. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because Disney is disgusting. Now, this stuff is not new, by the way, for Disney, but this comes via The Federalist. Disney's new Christmas movie, spicifies kids. Disney is doing it again and also pushing LGBTQ identification, even a TV PG family movie about Christmas. At the 11:55 mark of, quote, The Naughty Nine, which is the name of the movie, I guess, released on November 22nd, Disney portrays the lead female character's home. Her four siblings are opening gifts around the Christmas tree, and one child tells another to go to Dad. Dad is shown standing alongside a much taller man who has his arm around Dad's shoulder, when he then lingeringly drapes along Dad's back as they walk off. There's no mom around, just in case it's not clear to the audience. Later on, they are referred to as, quote, dads. Portraying two dads as normal is one thing, but in another scene, at the 1905 mark, John Anthony, a boy with gay mannerisms, played by Derek McCabe, is selling clothing under his own designer label. To a potential buyer asking about the item, he gestures at another taller male and says, I told that hottie over there I'd sell it to him for $200. What? I mean, what? Hollywood's Christmas movies rarely include Christ in the Christ and Christmas anymore. Please nudge my memory on when they last did. But to me, this is a new low. With this scene, Disney is, spicifying kids and blurring lines of what's acceptable behavior. Later on, John also calls the male lead character, Andy, played by Winslow Fergley, cute, which isn't quite as, over the top as hottie, but it adds that element. It's not clear how old John's character is supposed to be, but Andy is in 5th grade, and a couple of the Naughty Nine kids in the movie appear much younger than him. 5th graders are usually around 10 or 11. Maybe John's a 5th grader too, since he's following a 5th grader on a mission to see Santa, and kids don't tend to take orders from younger kids. Either way, Johnny's using a romantically charged language with a 5th grader. And with little kids watching the movie, I know real 5th graders who still believe in Santa, and I cherish their innocence. Wait, what do you mean still believe in Santa? What? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What do they mean still believe, guys? What does that mean? Still believe? Are these... Anyway, there's also the disturbing aspect that John's characters may have just been hit on by an older male when he called him a hottie. Sure, maybe cute teen boy pop-up, Aiden Miller, as the credits call him, is actually the same age, in which case John is a teen and he called a 5th grader cute in a questionable way. But children viewing the movie would see that cute teen is taller and more masculine, which could easily give them the impression that he is older. An adult wouldn't assume that the two are different ages. So impressionable young viewer might see a child using suggestive language with a more mature male and could be encouraged to do the same. Of course, with kids, just a year or two is significant maturation. Sometimes I will say, sometimes people who are more conservative can be just as like reactionary and cancel culture as people on the left. Sometimes it's like a huge reach. I forget there was some instance of that, like the other, I forget what it was. It was like, it was really a stretch that people, I forget what it was now. It was like a couple weeks ago. I stuck my nose in it on Twitter and said everyone should just chill. This particular case is not one of those, I don't think. I mean, is it a bit of a stretch? Is it a throwaway line in a Disney movie? Yeah, but you have to look at the entirety of the case. You have to look at Disney's history. You have to look at why even have this line in there? Why is a fifth grader calling an older boy a hottie? And then it writes, Christians aren't hateful. They just don't want romance and stuff pushed on kids. I'm not sure how typical this is of Disney programming because, like other Christians, I've tried to avoid many of Disney movies after they started to introduce more adult themes to kids. Christians' beliefs are based on the Bible, and they don't want movies pushing ideas they believe are wrong, especially to children. Anyone calling that hate is being intolerant of Christians' religious beliefs and arguably hate themselves. Jesus specifically talks about this, saying, if anyone cause one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and be drowned in the depths of the sea. Of course, we learned more about what's going on behind the scenes at Disney last year when audio leak showed a Disney producer boast about her efforts, quote, adding queerness to children's programming. Our leadership over here has been so welcoming to my, quote, not at all secret gay agenda. We remember this, right? This was a real thing. This is not paraphrasing. Executive producer for Disney Television Animation wrote, I was just, wherever I could, just basically adding queerness. No one would stop me, and no one was trying to stop me. Another Disney employee, production coordinator Alan March, said in a video that he had created a tracker of our background characters to make sure that we have the full breadth of exception with all of our gender non-conforming characters. Disney also vowed to fight Florida's parental rights and education law, passed in 2022, which bars educators from instructing kindergarten through third grade students about, bedroom ideology. Conservative families looking for new alternatives to Disney and the like should check out the new Bentkey and other companies. As for Naughty 9, its trailer makes the movie look like it'll be fun adventure about 9 kids storming the North Pole. Yeah, I mean, is it just 2 little lines? Yeah, okay, fine. But I've seen other people were sending me this. Like, other people have noticed it and sent me the story over the past couple days. I don't know why you're making kids feminine and gay and stuff like that. I don't think it adds anything to the quality of the show. And when you're going out of your way to do this stuff with the kids, I think that I look at you a little differently. We already know that Hollywood worships LGBTQ people, right? They put them on a pedestal. They give them acting jobs. You're not allowed to criticize them. We know that they're obsessed with it. But we also know that in the last 13 films combined, Disney has lost $750 million. People are not going to see this crap. It's a kids movie. Did you have to put sexuality into it? Did you just have to? The thing is, I think the answer is yes. I think that these people are truly deranged. And the act that, when you're talking about, I have a secret gay agenda, this, that, and the other thing, they told us all. They called us conspiracy theorists and homophobes for ever suggesting that this was on purpose, that this was part of an actual agenda. And then they just came out and said it. This boy here does not look like he's in 5th grade. And why is he calling him a hottie? That's just gross. I mean, I don't really know, what is this? I just wonder, these people have a disease. That's but basically what I can say. That's is it? I don't know. All I can say is I'm happy that people are not watching this crap. It's supposed to be just a good old-fashioned Christmas tale. The Naughty Nine is now streaming on Disney Plus. Santa's also black, by the way. Also Santa's black. I mean, also Santa's black. I mean, on top of everything else, Santa's black. Now, I don't care. I like Danny Glover. I think that in black households, they probably view Christmas, Santa Claus is black too. I don't think that's really not. I don't really think that's that big of a deal. But we know why. We know why he's black. It's Disney. Every one of these kids is a different nationality. Every single one of them. And of course, the fifth grader's gay. Sigh. Lay sigh. That's Disney for you.